Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Monster High news to talk about from the 2026 Fang Vote doll revealed to be Abbey, and the first round is live right now. I voted live with you. We have a first possible look at the new Skullector Coraline concept art, new leaks of Skullector Morticia Addams Wednesday Netflix collaboration, and more, so stay tuned. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video you guys, and consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, starting off here, we now have confirmation that this year Mattel Creations revealed will return once again around March 19th. It will be streamed live on the website for Mattel Creations, but additionally, we're not just getting this whole event again where they're gonna reveal a bunch of exciting new products from Barbie to Monster High and everything in between. We're also getting this new opportunity apparently that up to 100 fans can actually partake in this raffle and potentially win a trip to go attend the event in person at the Mattel headquarters, I believe in LA, El Segundo, or wherever that they're based. I'm not sure, I forget, but basically that would be very exciting. I would love to win. I would love to go, but I'm probably not gonna win, so I'm not gonna enter the raffle. I guess I could I mean, also, I'm not sure if this applies to international fans. You might have to read the description and like details on the website, and if you know if this raffle is open to like international fans, and if you are, you know, if you're not in the US, if you can still partake, and they would still like you know, fly you out or pay for flights or costs or whatever, because I don't know all the details, but that sounds definitely, I mean, even if it's not for international fans, that's still very exciting for people in the US to like, you know, go attend in person. Like that's gonna be so fun. So let's see, again, March 19th is when Mattel Creations revealed returns with a live show, and of course I'm gonna be breaking down whatever happens in that show. But for now, yeah, I mean, let's see. I do think we'll probably have another new like designer doll revealed. You know, last year it was Corazon Mariquit, right? And then a year before that we had Lenore Lumington. And so perhaps this year we will once again have a brand new Monster High character debut at this event. So very likely, I do think. But what do you think? Next up, we have what seems to be first look at some new Monster High bodies. Specifically here we have what seems to be the new body for Valentine and Speldon Ju1 from the new upcoming Pride 2-pack releasing sometime in summer this year, priced around 50 something US dollars. That's amazing. That's amazing. $2, a 2-pack? Mattel 2026 for $50, like that's yes please. Especially because, you know, Valentine, obviously he's a very he's only had like one doll released before, and Speldon here is a brand new character. He's gonna have his first ever official doll release. So this is gonna be a very popular, very hot 2-pack to get, and so I do hope that they make it very widely available. But yeah, the body types we can see here are definitely Ju1 boys, and the skin tone definitely matches for Valentine and for Speldon. So I do think these are who these bodies belong to. So this is very exciting that we already have, I guess, like technically a first look at the the body sculpts, right, for these two characters. I can't wait to see the packaging, and just, yeah, what will they wear? I do wonder what outfits will they have them in. Okay, next up, this is interesting. We have a potential first look at the new Morticia Addams doll from the Wednesday Monster High collection here. Apparently this was found by a Polish seller on the Allegro website, and the seller is verified. They are legit, you know, they have a good track record, so that's why, you know, most people are thinking like this is real, but perhaps enhanced by AI to some degree, because if you focus on the hands in this picture, you will notice that they do look a bit off. They do look a bit like what's happening, but the rest of it does look so convincing, so it does make you think like, well, how much of this is real? Like, it reminds me of what that picture came out like way back when last year from the Play Sports Bratz collection. There was like a group photo that leaked of the stock photo, and some of the limbs also looked very weird because it was enhanced by AI, but the base picture was real. And so perhaps something similar happened here, where the actual doll is real, but some things perhaps look off because, I don't know, for whatever reason, the seller used AI to complete the image or, enhance it in some way. Which is weird because if they are the seller and they own this doll, wouldn't they just take better pictures of the doll to begin with? Again, I'm not sure, but no one can really say for now, for sure, like if it's real, if it's fake, how much of it is fake, if it's all fake or if it's all real. But if I had to guess, I would say that most of it is legit, and perhaps just some things are enhanced by AI, again, for whatever reason, that make it look a bit off. But I do think it looks very convincing, and it doesn't have that like AI feel. Like it doesn't, like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know, but these are just my guesses, and but I do think potentially it is very likely to be real. Just again, maybe like some things are like weird looking because that's where the AI came in and touched it up. But again, if the seller has this product, why don't they just like, take a better picture of the product? And why just one picture? Anyway, but we did get a leaked picture of this Morticia doll previously a couple months ago, and it does match up with that doll design. So it does look like that same doll. So I do think this is very legit. It could be real. It does seem real, but again, take it with a grain of salt until we know for sure. This could also turn out to be fake. It could be a hoax, but again, I don't know. They're fooling me. I cannot tell. It doesn't have that AI feel. It does look real. It's just, again, the hands are throwing me off because, like, yeah, what is happening with the hands? Like, that is weird. But overall, I'd say I do like what I'm seeing here, and I kind of wait to see what happens next. But like, hopefully we get an actual picture soon, because I need to know how much of this is real, if anything. Please don't let it be all fake. Speaking of potentially fake, we have a first look at what is supposed to be the Skullector new doll concept art from Coraline. The pricing is $70 and apparently she will be releasing around March, supposedly March 13th. Now, this picture, apparently Cleo's Nile originally shared it, but then I found it on the Telegram group chat, so that's, yeah. I don't know what the original source is of this picture, but it looks like in the picture that it was taken, that it's a picture of the actual concept art that's shown on a computer, like a desktop. So and it seems to be in a store, so I don't know. I don't know, but weirdly, what puts me off here is why concept art? Like, I don't think we've seen concept art like this for a Skullector doll in a very long time. Like, usually when we get Skullector dolls, like Alien, Edward Scissorhands, Megan, Corpse Bride, whenever those dolls release, we don't really get like a concept art like that released to the public. Sometimes the designers do share them after the fact, or, like as a BTS, but that's rare. I remember them doing that for like the Nightmare Before Christmas dolls. Maybe like, yeah, Pennywise and the Grady twins had like nice artwork, but like, this is rare. Like, they don't really usually do artwork like this for these Skullector dolls. So that's why I'm kind of like, well, why? I mean, it could be possible. It could really be possible that this is like concept art for like the doll. Like, I don't know, but it does look weird. So in any case, if this is real, like, let's just for a second assume this concept is legit and done by a designer at Mattel. And somehow this like retail person at the store was able to find this picture on the desktop and take a picture of it. Like, what? So many things here. I'm like, there's a red flag, and I'm not sure what to believe. So, but let's say it's all possible and this is legit. Do I like what I see design-wise? Yeah, it's not bad. It's predictable. Obviously Coraline in the movie, she does have a iconic yellow kind of like raincoat look, right? I do like how they even included her little hat, right? Like, that's cute. She doesn't wear it long in a movie, but like, it's definitely like a good, it would be a good accessory to give her, to make her outfit a bit more interesting. So definitely the boots, the rain boots, the object heels, I'm not sure what they are. and apparently she comes with like a cat and stuff. I'm not sure. But from what I have seen, people say, people don't like her expression here because it's a bit too smirky. And in the movie, she doesn't really have this expression. She does do a smirk oftentimes in the promotional pictures, so it's not like totally uncommon, but I do see what people mean. Like, it does look a bit off. Like, it looks like she's smirking a bit too much, or perhaps the stylization of her eyes, like she's maybe wearing too much makeup, or like she does look a bit older here than like in the movie she's like 11 or 12, like here, and here the doll looks like she's 16, 18. But obviously we also have to remember that these Monster High Skullector dolls, they're not a accurate one-to-one of the character. They are inspired by the characters, So creative liberties will be taken. In the end, what do I make of this? If it's real, I'm intrigued. If it's not real, then well, okay. I want to know the story behind this picture. So many leaks happen, and I'm always so curious about how this picture even came about. But now we have AI, and I'm like, well, this could just be AI, and it is true. But from what I do see of the text and stuff in the picture, it does look like it's like it's not random. Like there's nothing out of place that I can see. So yeah, for now, let's just pretend this is legit. And yeah, first look at Coraline. I mean, again, she is coming out in March, and March is like 2 months away, right? So that is very soon. Hopefully, this could be real. Like, it could be real. 2 months is not a long time in production speaking terms. So yeah. The doll is finalized. She is already ready to go, for sure. Like, so it would be likely to get concept art leaked, I guess. It could happen. So let's see what happens. But yeah, again, take it with a grain of salt. Okay, now this is where it gets fun. Yes, the Fang Vote 2026 doll has been confirmed to be Abbey, and the first round of voting is now live. And I thought it would be fun to take you along with me as I vote for my personal picks in this first round. So basically, we have 3 different choices. So we get to choose which nails and earrings Abbey gets to wear. We get to choose which hairstyle Abbey gets to have. And then we get to choose what her... Oh yeah, the face, obviously, her makeup. We get to pick her makeup. So yeah, those are basically the 3 things we get to pick for Abbey in this first round. And in the second round of voting, which commences, I think, today, a week from now, so basically next Friday, we'll get to probably, if I had to guess, in that second round, it will be about her shoes, like what shoes she will wear, her purse, like what accessory kind of like bag she would get, and then perhaps also like the doll stand might be something we can pick, or it's the packaging. But anyway, this is exciting. I never thought we would get a doll like this of Abbey. So yeah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna let my live voting speak for itself. So let's jump into it. Let's do this. Let's vote. First round of voting has begun. First of all, let me just... Abbey, it was Abbey who got chosen for this year's Fang vote. I was surprised. I don't know who I was expecting, to be honest. But I guess not Abbey. I don't know why. But here she is. It is Abbey. And right away, I'm amazed by what I'm seeing. We have a little design here already, a first look at what she's going to be wearing, because we're not voting on her outfit. Wow. Okay. Her outfit has already been chosen. What we are voting on here is, in this first round, is design. So we're going to be voting on hairstyle here, and face screenings, and nails and jewelry. Well, earrings. Okay. Wow. And then round 2 will be live in a week from now, I believe. So yes, stay tuned. And if you are not a member, then consider becoming a member to vote and let your voice be heard. But, some people might say it's rigged. I mean, to be honest, who knows? But yes, so here it is, Abbey. Style her no good. I mean, this outfit is just insane. Look at the back. Oh my god, look at this back. Like, what is that? Is that like a metal piece? No, it's not metal. Who are we kidding? It's not metal, but it's probably like a plastic piece that's like, you know, glued on or sewn on to the back of the coat here. Wow, look at these layers and the chains. That is insane. Like those little adornments at the bottom. And I mean, just all the fur and the textiles used here is definitely high quality. By the way, Annalise once again has designed this doll, the outfit. So thank you, Annalise. She does a great job. Here's a little bit of a, you know, BTS, right? And then here's the first look at the first round of what we are going to be voting on in this video. So we've got extraordinary hair, makeup, nails, and jewelry options that are anything but frosty. Which ones scream out to you? Pick your faves, then watch for round 2. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go vote now, and we shall see what I will vote. So I'm gonna take you along with me, and we're gonna be voting. I don't know why I just turned British, but yes. Hey fan club, it's time to design our next thrilling, chilling Monster High Fang vote doll. To cast your vote, follow the instructions in the survey embedded below. And then, as a reminder, the week after all votes have been cast, we'll announce the final design of the doll, as well as her made-to-order sale date. Okay, yeah, so just like with last year with Jennifer, this is a made-to-order. So once the design and votes have been concluded, we will see her final reveal, and that's when her pricing and made-to-order window will be open for a little while, and then anyone who wants to will be able to place their order for this doll, and then hopefully this doll will be shipped out by the end of this year. I think for Jennifer it did take a little while, even a bit longer. It probably she started to ship out like probably early next year. So hopefully with this Abbey, she will not take too long to ship out to people. Again, hopefully by the end of this year, 2026, but it could also take until 2027. I'm not sure, but I don't think it will take that long. Let's see. Again, I forget the details for Jennifer's release, but yeah, it'll be very similar. So we also got some more BTS here from Annalise and her, you know, close-ups and just the process of the coat, the fabrics, the textile, the design patterns for everything. And then here we have the options of what we can vote on. I hope she's not too expensive, by the way. I hope she is like $100 but not more, you know. Jennifer was like 99, I believe, and Rochelle was also like around that price point. So hopefully Abbey here is also not more than 100, because, you know, with taxes, with the shipping and currency, you know, different currencies, it will be more for sure. But okay, let's start. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Like the outfit itself is just insane. Like I'm just repeating myself, but this is an insane outfit. This like coat. And by the way, let's zoom in here, because so we got different pieces to this outfit. So this is the main outfit underneath. We got this little like skirt mini dress that's fluffy, sewn onto this like athleisure looking top with long sleeves. That's the first part. The second part of her outfit is this cropped puffer. What? And then the third part of her outfit is this humongous coat. So this entire piece is separate as well. So she has layers. This doll has layers. The coat is insane. The cropped puffer coat is insane. And then the outfit underneath is also really cutesy. So I guess in the second round of voting, we will be voting on her shoes, a purse perhaps, and her stand or packaging. That's my guess on what we will be voting on in the second round. Shoes, purse, doll stand, or packaging. So yes, that is so exciting. Again, I love a nice silhouette. And just like with Jennifer and Rochelle, we have a grand silhouette here for Abbey. Like, this is just so grand, so luxe, so elevated fashion, you know? The cropped puffer that has the, like, kind of turtleneck look that goes over her face a little bit. Like, that's so cute. And then we have like the different textiles used. The quality looks amazing here. I have to say, Annalise, you outdid yourself, girl. Now, is this Abbey gonna be better than Jennifer? We will see, because the bar is very high for Jennifer. Like, she is one of the best Monster High ever released, period. Like, most would argue the best ever. So Abbey here has some work to do, but I think from what I'm seeing here, you know, she really does seem like just amazing. Okay, anyway, let's get into voting. Okay, so for round 1 of Fang Vote, we're counting on our most passionate fangs to make styling, beauty, and accessory choices for Abbey Abominable. Complete the following questions to cast your votes and help us bring Abbey Abominable's brilliant look to life. So, first up, we got the hairstyle. So, what extraordinary hairstyle do you prefer? I think these hairstyles have names, but they're not written here. The names of the hairstyles, I think they're here, perhaps, written. The names of the hairstyles? No, it just says hairstyle A, hairstyle B. Yeah, if these have names, if these options have names, I'm not seeing it. But let's see here. So, number 1 or number 2, which do I pick? This is very tough because on the one hand, we got like a furry headband with the second option, right? But we got these like bubble pigtails, which to me don't quite mesh well with the vibe of the overall outfit. The overall look for Abbey here is very serious, regal, elegance, you know? And the bubble pigtails to me give off fun, cutesy, you know? Youthful. And I don't think that's the same vibe that we are going for. So, although I do love, again, I think fabric over plastic any day, but the hairstyle really just is not for me. And I do think it does take away a bit of the seriousness of the outfit. So, because of that, I do think even though I would have loved to have the fur headband, I am going to have to go with the first option here, which is the really beautiful looking a crown, like tiara headpiece, and a sleek straight hair in the back. I think this looks better. Also, it's hard to see here, but there's an actual hair, like there's an actual braid that's going across the top of the little like headband here. So it's not just all plastic. They're actually incorporating an actual like real hair rooted braid on top of the plastic piece. So yes, it is plastic, but there is a much more detail going into this hairstyle than we see here. I wish the stock photos, I wish these were better, but you can kind of see, the braid here at the very top of the little tiara. It is there. Like that's an actual braid going across the headpiece. So I think I prefer that overall look over this bubble pigtails and furry headband look, even though, again, I do prefer the real life, you know, furry look here. So that is my voting for the first choice. Now let's go down to the second choice, which beautiful makeup is your favorite? This is easy. Abbey, a lot of the time, Abbey does have like pink lipstick on. And so I think because of that, a lot of people are gonna choose the second option, which is the darker lip. And we also have a bit more of the like frosted details going across her, you know, like right there. On her bottom lashes, we have like a bit like frosty look to it, you know. The first option with the pink lips has some freckles going across her nose, which that's like super cute. But once again, it's like two different vibes. Vibe A is like cutesy, more pink, right? Vibe B is more serious, you know, darker lip, right? More edgy. So I just feel like because it's more unique, I'm gonna choose the second option here. The option B. But I do like the pink lip. I just feel like we always see pink lipstick on Abbey. Like her core doll has pink lipstick on, you know? it's not the same shade, but it's similar. So to me, to make this more unique, I think we do have to go with the darker lip, right? And now, lastly, we have this option, which is nails and jewelry. Which of these options screams out to you? Now, this is different. I once again, it's like, I wish I could pair some of these earrings up with a different set of nails, but you're kind of like dealt the hand you got here, so you can't really nitpick. You just have to do the best with what you have. So I think I've been seeing a lot of people choose the second option with the darker nails, the really like almost like curled up nails here. Apparently it's supposed to look like frostbite, or like, you know, like that. I see it, but to me, and I know it's like weird because I just chose the dark lipstick for Abbey, but to me, I prefer the first option here with the purple nails that fade into like translucent see-through, and even her hand sculpt will be like molded into like a see-through plastic depending on which you choose here. So I think overall it's just going to give off a very interesting vibe. I prefer the first option, so I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to go with. I also prefer the earrings here for the first option. They have more detail. They look more like creatively sculpted, right? The second option earrings are very simple, and I feel like we've had those kind of look of an earring before for Abbey. Like, they don't look new. But with the first option of the earrings, they do look new. They have a design on the front. They have these little jewels dripping, you know, from the center, right? So to me, that looks more intricate and it looks more, you know, complete. The second option earrings just look like icicles, which is very, very fun, but like it's simpler by comparison. And I just prefer the softer kind of nail look for Abbey. But I also would not mind, I guess, you know, I also would not be shocked or mad if the second option won here, because it's definitely more unique. But I can't help myself. Okay, I prefer the see-through kind of like purpley look for the nails. So that's what we are going with. And that's what I will be voting. So let's recap here. These are my options that I'm voting on. And I would love to know which of these you are voting on, even if you're not a member. Please let me know down below, because I would love to see if we kind of, you know, line up with some of the decisions. But okay. Done. And done. We did it, you guys. I'm very excited from what I'm seeing so far. I cannot wait for the second round, and I will be getting this doll. I missed out on Fang Vote Genifier. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking, you know. I should have gotten her, but I did not. And this Abbey, I will get her for sure, because I'm just liking her so much already so far. So yeah, that was the first round. Please let me know what you voted for, which options. I can kind of already tell like which options most people voted for. I'm pretty sure the options that will win are the dark lipstick, the dark makeup look, and then the dark nails. For the hairstyle, that seems to be where most people have a larger kind of like divide, because a lot of people do prefer the like very like real fabric headband over the plastic headband. I get that. I would also prefer the fuzzy headband, but I really dislike the bubble pigtails. So I think for the better of it all, for the entire vision of it all, I think we have to pick the tiara version with the straight hair. It just, to me, it just makes her look much more regal. It just kind of sparks more like a royalty. Like, it just makes her look like she's like a ice snow queen, you know, like, and she is, but like it just solidifies that kind of mythology even more. So I just think for Abbey as a complete outfit here, as a look, it just suits her so much better. Like the snow, again, the bubble pigtails, like it's just, it doesn't work for her. I don't think it works for her. But yeah, please, what did you vote for? And will you be getting her? Because I think for me, I love the layers of the outfit. I love the cropped puffer. I love the little mini dress underneath. We have the humongous coat that has this like grand silhouette on the sides, the peplums or whatever. Like, I'm not even sure how it's holding that shape, you know, like how it's like staying in that form. Like, I have so many questions about the build of the dress of the coat, you know, like the logistics of it, like how was it put together. I cannot wait to see like more pictures, and hopefully picture, you know, like just a video of like the coats and how it actually moves and stuff. Like, does it have wires in the coat, like, you know, House of Wolf Claudine? But regardless, I think Annalise really just, wow, she's just unbeatable. Like, this is her craft, this is her, it's what she does. This is what she does. So I'm excited for the second round. Again, hopefully we get some like really beautiful over-knee boots, because I do think Abbey definitely needs some boots here, but also some tights would have been really nice. And then perhaps like a really cute bag, perhaps also like a really nice packaging, or I would also love it if we got once again like a new unique base stand for this doll, like with Jennifer. That would be so cool, but I guess we shall see. Anyway, that was all of the Monster High doll news we had for today, but I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course. No pressure to support that channel, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.